Hey everyone, here I am standing in the building that Coming Out Ministries is doing our fundraising for. And of course you can see across the street is the university, and it's powerful to think of how God has been providing for Coming Out Ministries. We never intended this, but when the Lord opened up the door to acquire this property, we knew that God has a plan. I want to be very clear because Coming Out Ministries' intention and our mission statement is this: to ignite an unquenchable fire, restoring all men and women back to the image of our Creator God. Now that's not a gay thing or a straight thing, it's about sexual integrity. And ever since man's fall back in Genesis all the way to Revelation is about God's restoring process. Now that restoration in the Bible, the word salvation actually means to rescue. All of us are in need of being rescued. That's not a hate thing, that's not a rejection thing, that's not a judgment thing. Even though the judgment is coming, we want to make sure that everybody has access to be rescued for those that want to be rescued. And so because of the location that we're at, we believe that we have the opportunity to create conversation, to have dialogue, to answer questions, not only honestly, but also legitimately about what that process looks like of restoration and rescue. So won't you be a part of this? As a matter of fact, listen to Genevieve Smith, who was a previous student at Andrews University. Hey, this is my friend, Genevieve Smith. And Genevieve, you went to this school, right?
Yes.
All right, so as somebody that was a student here at the school, struggling with same-sex attraction and the experiences that you had, what was it like being a student?
Well, it was great being a student here, of course. I'm glad that I have went through that journey. And also, I am glad that I was able to, in that journey, being able to connect to Coming Out Ministry, first time through email and eventually in person.
So during that time, you were involved in a group that was on campus, and then Coming Out Ministries, of course, didn't have a location. Can you tell me if it would have been valuable if Coming Out Ministries was physically here? What would have been the benefit?
Oh yes, definitely. Coming Out Ministry would have been great if they were physically here, because as a mental health counselor, we deal with clients in person, and there's nothing better than being in person, because you are able to see the person, see their body language, see how they if they're genuinely in touch with you. So for me, it was very important to have that connection with somebody that probably went through the same thing as I did, and be able to feel and connect the same thing and the same way.
All right, so are you excited about the fact that Coming Out Ministries
Yes.
is about to purchase this building?
Yes, I am.
So what would you say to somebody that's thinking about whether they should give to Coming Out Ministries fundraiser or not? What would you recommend?
Well, give, because this is the work of God. God is working miracles through Coming Out Ministry, and let God guide you to give your offering, so this ministry can keep helping people and be physically here, so people can come and connect and be guided and be loved in this community.
Wonderful. Are you one of those miracles?
Oh yes, I am.
Hallelujah.
Thank God.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Genevieve. Wasn't that a powerful testimony? And so Genevieve was a student here at the university across the street, and I think that it stands for itself how necessary and how much we need a ministry like this to be close to all of our campuses. If you'll go to comingoutministries.org, you'll find our thermometer. And every time we get donations, we're updating that thermometer as the donations come in. So keep track of what's going on with Coming Out Ministries. Keep track of how your dollars are multiplying and how this fundraising event, I believe, is going to change drastically, not only the direction of our ministry, but also the outreach of what we're able to accomplish. Your donations will not only help us to acquire this building, but it'll also help us with renovations. It'll also give us an opportunity to hire more staff so that we have other people that are also giving this message out around the world. So won't you help us? Won't you be a part of this ministry? So again, if you'll go to comingoutministries.org, if you'll place your donation today, by the time the end of the year comes, and that's just a few weeks, We are hoping to raise at least $125,000 so that our match can double that, and we will have half of the $500,000 that is needed for this fundraising event. So again, if you would, take out your checkbook, take out your wallet, and go now to comingoutministries.org and make your donation today. And from me and everybody here at Coming Out Ministries, we want to thank you and God bless.